Life is a ball. It really is. It's fun.
A hug from Dad says a lot, but this hug, 9 months in the making, says everything.
It was just surreal. Everything else disappeared when I saw her.
12-year-old Christy Fleury thought she and Mom were spending the day at the Brookfield Zoo, just the two of them.
The dolphin show is one thing we'd never miss.
But Christy's dad wasn't there. U.S. Army Reserve Captain Joshua Fleury is finishing up a tour in Kuwait. At least that's what Christy thought.
Yesterday, he texted me and he said that he was going to be leaving in the next weekend.
Captain Fleury actually flew back to the U.S. more than a week ago, but kept it a secret from his daughter while debriefing in Texas.
He had to go hide in a closet to FaceTime so she wouldn't know that he was stateside.
All the while behind the scenes, Mom and the Brookfield Zoo planned the big reunion before an in-person audience and thousands more on our ABC7 Facebook Live.
At first, when I looked at him, I thought I was in a dream and that I was going to wake up soon.
Now with just a few weeks before school starts back up, Christy has what she's wanted for months.
I finally get to spend time with him again.
Moments like this are personal, but also speak to the sacrifice military families make across this country.
They miss those special times with their loved ones, and you can't get it back, but you sure can try to do your best to give them other special memories.
Like this homecoming, the Fleury family will never forget. In Brookfield, Jesse Kirsch, ABC7, Eyewitness News. Before the fans file into Wrigley Field, before the Cubbies step up to the plate, there's a serenity within the friendly confines. But vendor Val Capone is already working hard.
It's the best job I've ever had in my life.
The gig, selling beer to the masses from this cart at Wrigley Field.
It can be really exhausting. The hours can feel a little long when you're out in the sun all day, but you know, it's just the magic of Wrigley Field that makes every day worth coming to work. It's so exciting. It doesn't even feel like work.
But definitely a workout for the vendors hawking in the stands.
Hey, do silent beer!
Try hollering to the crowd with as many as 48 beers plus ice around your neck.
And that's like about 30 pounds of weight right in front of you, going up and down all these stairs all day long.
They don't drag their feet either. It's as if there's a beer vending ballet, a swarm of baby blue shirts zipping through the stands. When one vendor dashes away, another appears, ready for a single pour or a double, and eventually a pilgrimage to the commissary for a whole new case of beer. Capone says it's a mental exercise too.
You definitely have to be quick with math. I can do beer vending math in my sleep.
Essential in a commission business where time is money.
The more you hustle, the more you make.
But this veteran vendor of 12 years has her priceless moments too. She grew up half a block from Wrigley Field, shared Game 4 of last year's World Series with her dad, and has season tickets, despite the fact she's working the games.
We get to be a part of history every single day that we're here.
Let's not forget she helps the fans have a great time too. From the friendly confines, Jesse Kirsch, ABC7, Eyewitness News. In an unassuming house on Chicago's northwest side, Russ Grimmel takes in the view and smokes his pipe per usual. The 98-year-old grew up in this very home and has become a neighborhood fixture. Still, he keeps it simple.
How many pairs of pants do you need, for heaven's sake?
Surprising considering he's a millionaire. Back in the 1950s, after serving in World War II, Grimmel made some investments.
Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad, Flincoat.
And 20 shares in a local pharmacy chain called Walgreens. His 20 shares became $28,000, now valued at more than $2 million. Grimmel is not surprised the investment skyrocketed.
Women will always buy cosmetics. So, you know, they have to buy a loaf of bread or a lipstick, they'll buy the lipstick. And the other one is old people need a lot of medicine, so it'll always be a good stock.
But he just needs the basics.
I can see, I can taste, I can hear, I can chew, I got my own teeth.
So he donated the money to the Illinois Audubon Society, which dedicated a wildlife refuge in his name on Sunday. Grimmel originally put the gift in his will, but decided to speed things up.
I want to see it too.
As will his beloved Boy Scout Troop 979. He was Scoutmaster for more than 6 decades, and many of those kids turned adults still visit.
They feel very good because they tell me that I've had an effect on their life.
One scout, Al Walters, even hand-carved a pipe for Grimmel, and you can bet he still packs it with tobacco. Looking back on his life, Grimmel smiles. He survived the Great Depression and global war. Since then, he spent much of his time giving back.
Life is a ball. It really is. It's fun.
He certainly knows how to pick a stock, so I'd trust his instinct on life, too. Jesse Kirsch, ABC 7, Eyewitness News.